Tonight is a very special night, my friends. And tonight is not about what some people say it's about. It's not about blind anger. It's not about vapid criticism. It's not about frustration with a political party either. It's about our opposition to a political ideology that is weighing down the American dream. Tonight, we come together to celebrate our great republic and our democracy. We come together tonight to celebrate the great story that is America, and together with your courage and your voices and your ideas, we will write the next chapter in the greatest nation the civilization has ever known. Tonight is not about Republicans, and it's not about Democrats, and it's not about conservatives or independents. It's not about endorsements or candidates. Tonight is not a night for politics as usual. It's a night for all Americans. I've been fortunate to travel across this great nation and to travel around the world in the service of our government. And every time I venture beyond our borders, whether it's to the Middle East or to Asia or down to Latin America or even in Europe, people always ask me, they say, tell me about America. Tell me about what an American is. And I tell them that the America that is the world's leader is filled with optimistic people, people like you, who believe with every fiber of their being that here in this country, where we celebrate the worth of the individual, that anything is possible. That, my friends, that spirit is the legacy that we carry forward from the great pioneers of this nation, from Washington and Adams and Lincoln and Jefferson and Franklin and others. And that spirit is not some abstract concept or learned quality. It's instinctive. It's that quality that for generations people from all across this world have wanted to wrap themselves in the warmth of that optimism and that empowerment, and they have sought refuge here and a better life here on our soil. And when people come, and they still come to this great nation from the far corners of the earth, where do they come? They come here to our New York State. And no offense to other states or other places, I've been to about 38 states, great places, but New York had always been the brightest light in the shining city on the hill. But tonight that light is dim. Freedom is being constructed, and the promise of America is under attack from within. And it will be the people here tonight and in tea parties all across this country who will win the new battle for America, and we will win. We know full well that there is a coordinated effort by liberal activists and officials in this country to create a culture of dependency that is anathema to that American spirit that we celebrate here tonight. They seem to be shocked that the majority of Americans are against things like national health care and cap and trade and other big government programs because they just don't get it. It's not about the money. It's not just about the money or the taxes or the jobs that will be lost. It's just simply not in our nature as people to submit ourselves to being controlled and managed by the nanny state. Whether it's national health care, subsidizing grocery stores, which our great Senator Gillibrand, that's her latest brainchild. We're going to spend $1 billion to fight obesity by subsidizing grocery stores, or fining restaurants for using table salt, which was recently proposed in the New York State Assembly. We have had enough. Alexis de Tocqueville gave us a warning more than a century ago. And he said that democracy and socialism have nothing in common but one word, and that word is equality. And he said, note the difference. While democracy seeks equality in liberty, socialism seeks equality in restraint and servitude. Well, my friends, we may all someday answer the call to serve our government, but we will never be servants of our government. De Tocqueville got it, where the folks in Washington do not. He saw that the undoing of America could be the very government that made it the envy of the world, and that's what we are here to protect. We have just witnessed, as I'm sure that the speakers before me discussed, we've just witnessed the passage of what I believe could end up being the largest government program in the history of the world. Not just the history of this country, folks, the history of the world. And we've seen perhaps the most extensive and expensive social program become law along a party line vote for the first time in American history. The New Deal, the Great Society programs, other reorganization of our government has always been done on common ground and with bipartisan cooperation, but not so now. There is an arrogance of power in Washington that ignores the common good, the common ground, and common sense solutions, like, for instance, I don't know, purchasing insurance across state lines. Why wasn't that in the bill, folks, right? They ignore those things in favor of driving a leftist political agenda on a road of lies, exaggeration, and on the backs of the American taxpayer. It's just that simple.